to see you.
Thank you so much for the invitation. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's great to be back in Liberia. Last time we saw each other was 13 years ago.
Definitely.
13 years ago. And now you are the captain of this ship. You're the captain of this country. After captaining your national football team, the Lone Stars, now you have the whole country to captain. Is it a daunting task, Mr. President? Is it a tough task?
Well, every task is a difficult task. You know, it depends how you go about it. You know, as a player, former professional soccer player, it wasn't an easy task. You know, the discipline that comes with it, very difficult. You know, because and I can give you a reason why it wasn't an easy task. A lot of people went at that place, the same. You know, they never made it because it was not easy. It was a difficult task. Those that were disciplined, that were ready to work, that were waking up every day, that was on time, schedule, would never miss a schedule, was or have passion for it, we succeeded. So it's the same thing we bring to administration. My dedication, my hard work, and resilience in working, and I always want to perform. You know, and this is what I brought to the job. Of course, it's an administrative job. It's a difficult job. Difficult job in the sense that the field that we're in today is politics. Sometimes it's not honest. You know, the dishonesty. People see good things happening, but because we are opposition, we would not praise. You know, but I wish we could adapt a new mentality where we see the good things, we say yes, and we see the bad things, we say yes. Mm-hmm. That alone will give even the leader of the country the chance to weigh, you know, to see that, oh, I'm not performing here. But everything you criticize, and then nobody takes it serious, because some of those things are just mere allegations, you know, and we need facts.
Yeah. Do you think some of the times, because of what you've done in 18 months, those who were there before weren't able to do it in 12 years? You think that's why now they're suddenly saying, oh, you know, how is this possible?
Definitely, definitely. You know, I grew up in the society. You know, I was born here, I grew up in the society. And I can tell you, we follow politics in the country. We saw a lot of leaders come and go. You know, and 12 years ago, you know, I, as a politician now, you know, I always, my predecessor, she always get praise from me when things are good. You know, the last time I went to Jean Afrique, and someone asked me, if you get Ellen Johnson said a grade from 10 to 1, what will you do? I gave her 8, simply because of maintaining the peace. Okay, and that's something she did right, and we have to say the right thing, you know, because we are honest people. So 12 years ago, you know, we never have feeder roads or pave or cement feeder road in this country that would decongest our capital. Today you can see it, but no one want to say that. You know, we pave and cement almost 48-kilometer roads right in the city here. You know, so but nobody sees that. But then what is important for me, those people, those downtrodden that really needed for the road to be paved, because they day in, day out, the place muddy in this rainy season, they are relieved because it's raining and they can only contend with just the road, not the mud. You know, so I'm happy that in 1 year and 7 months, you know, I achieved a major road project in this country. I achieved the WISE fee for children that want to go to the West African National Exam Council. And because of what we did, by giving them free tuition, today we have a better results in the WISE.
When you were growing up, did you ever have any goals? Did you dream of being president one day of this country? Did that ever occur to you growing up in the slums, in the inner cities of Monrovia?
Well, no, I did not grow up thinking that I'm going to be president one day. You know, I grew up knowing that if I work hard, I can be what I want to be. So I think keeping that mentality and have passion for what I do, you know, brought me to this place. And then my love for country and my love for people. During the war, I participated not fighting, but fighting the AIDS in society and helping those people that were vulnerable. You know, and I think Liberians love me for that. And when I came on board and let them know that, hey, we can change this country, we can do something here, you know, whatever it is. And then I was interested with the leadership. And I can guarantee you, it's not that bad, you know, because what we met on deck, you know, we cannot compare to what is going on, you know. So the lot of deficit, you know, that we incur, that we are dealing with, you know, but those among detractors will not explain, you know, because when I came here, I said we are inheriting a broken economy, and what we're seeing today is that we're paying debts of old government, you know, and of course that's the right thing to do because government continue. We're not going to cry, you know. We're going to fight to make sure that we grow our economy. We do what needs to be done. This is what we want to obey our rules. We want to, you know, the sector, agriculture sector, we want to invest in it so it can help to create jobs. If you look around you, we saw that there was salary disparity, and then we try to cut down wages. So it can help us, you know, and doing our best to collect taxes, you know, and so there are a lot of things we put in place in a short time. Yeah. And I think if Liberians work with us, we can achieve what we want to achieve.
Do you think at the same time, Mr. President, that you kind of rocked the boat? You defied the status quo that was there before. You know, they didn't expect this from someone like you.
Well, this is life. We don't expect anything. You know, life is it's open. You know, I mean, only God decides who go where, you know, when, how. You know, so I'm sure our part of that vision of the Almighty God. You know, those that are going to be leaders of this country. And then I think what is important for me is to continue to work hard. You know, those that believe in me, you know, the Liberian people believe in me. You know, I'm not serving just politicians, you know, I'm serving the people, you know, and those that went in the race with me still doesn't understand that election is over. Because if they want to be leader of tomorrow, they have to make sure that they help the government, they bring their ideas, and we sit on the table and put those ideas. They can even bring their own investment into the country. You know, that what we did. You know, I was the peace ambassador for Madam Ellen government. Why? Because of the country, because of the people. I could have said no. I don't want to work with her, but I did that for the love of country. You know, and this is how every Liberian should be. You know, it's not just looking at the president. I can do it all. I don't know it all. You know, so.
Yeah. 13 years ago, were you ready? Had you become president in 2006, as opposed to 2017 or 2018? You think it was a different? Is there a difference in those 13 years that has taught you?
What, Jeff, if you allow me to call you Jeff.
Yes, sir.
2005, if I were ready or not, you know, as I said, Jeff, when I went on my professional field, the first day I went on practice ground, was I ready? Yes, I was ready because I was inspired. It's an opportunity that was given me. So I had to do my best. So from that day that I was called on the field as a full professional soccer player, I was ready already because I was practicing, even though I was not a full professional player. Then when the opportunity came, I worked hard. So 2005, I don't think I'm going to make a difference, you know, because I'm going to work hard, we're going to get the best people on board, and I'm sure we're going to move on. You know, sometimes people believe that, oh, you were not prepared in 2005, you know, but again, it's opinion, and we accept everyone's opinion. But maybe 2005 could have been better for me because a lot of funds that came in, you know what I'm saying? A lot of contracts are being signed that some are not in the interest of the state. Maybe I could have been the best person at that time to sign those those deals. You know, so it doesn't matter when you come. You know, so what matters is that what you can do when you are there. You know, you work hard, and I'm sure if we work hard, you know, if my team push more, you know, I think we can succeed.
Yeah. But then there's an old saying: "Be careful what you wish for, because you may just get it." Now you wished for this, you've gotten it. Is it difficult? Is it challenging being president of Africa's oldest republic?
Well, as I told you, every work is challenging. You know, I mean, it's challenging to be the president of the oldest African state. But this is what I got. So I have to work towards it. Believe in my God, I believe in, that took me everywhere, and I succeeded. So I believe in God, and I know that with God, I will not make my people shame. You know, I got good friends. I got people that are willing to help. I got friends out there that are willing to invest in this country. You know, but I think what is important for is the peace of this country is more important, because without peace, there will not be investment. No stability will be investment. People will be afraid. So once we maintain the peace, we work together as a nation, we can succeed. You know, remember, after me, somebody will come. And how we treat that person, you know, will develop this country, you know.
You keep talking about the peace, Mr. President. Are you afraid this country could go back to what it was before? Is there a fear?
No, I'm not afraid. You know, I'm just being cautious. And then I want Liberians to know that our past was not a beautiful one. You know, war is never a beautiful thing. You know, and we were not in the war. You know, and may those that left us, may their soul rest in peace. But at the same time, we witnessed the war. We were part of it at a certain point. Going to refugee camps to see your people displaced, it was a good thing to see. You know, some of us lost our parents, we lost our friends. So it's not a good thing. I think the only way you can sustain a country, you can develop a country, is to sustain the peace. To sustain our people, we have to maintain the peace. We have to work together to develop the country. We have to maintain the peace. We have to be stable. You know, despite our political differences, Liberia is what we have. This is our country. You know, and we ran before. You know, we cannot keep running. You know, sometimes people that even die for us, for our freedom, may not be prepared again to come back. So we need to do everything to make sure that we guard our country, you know, and fight our cause, you know, through dialogue, through bringing ideas, you know, that can develop this country.
Yeah, and because you lived through those horrific times, Mr. President, you lived it, and I was here and I covered this country endlessly. What do you tell other Africans who take peace and freedom for granted? What do you tell them?
What, as I said to the United Nations, you know, we have to be peaceful. This is why we're trying to maintain the peace, and we have to do that, because without peace, our world will be difficult, and we know that. You know, I'm a Liberian. I know what we went through, even though we're not part of what in the battle itself, but we're battling a lot of things. Have you ever imagined during Liberian Civil War, when I go to the field to play, what runs in my mind? Will I perform good? Yeah, sometimes I perform bad, simply because of my mind was somewhere else. And also, a war is a destroyer, it's destruction. You know, so the best way is the peaceful way. You know, and so I believe that we must always, you know, continue to preach, you know, peace. You know, we should not incite people against government, because what you fight for, you know, you might be in a position one day, you know, because only God knows what happens. Those that are inciting people against government, tomorrow they will be here. the same thing could happen. But I think whatever happens, we must make sure that we promote peace and unity amongst our people. Yeah. And this is why my government is, we're talking about a forum to dialogue, economic forum, so those politicians can come at the table now and bring their ideas how to grow our economy. And I hope that they will do it sincerely and honestly, and we're going to listen to them. We're going to listen to them.
Yeah, Mr. President, when I see you at church, when I see Liberians at church, and the very God-fearing people, and then you imagine what the country went through for 15 years. I mean, it just doesn't make sense that they could be so religious, so God-fearing, and yet so brutal at the same time.
Yes, it's difficult to understand. You know, we talk about God so much, we go to church every day, but we keep on fighting each other. It's wrong to do so. You know, no matter what, we should have a construed heart for each other, you know, and continue to praise God, continue to work together. You know, let us not see politics as a battleground, you understand? You know, politics, you're going to play politics anyway. But when the hour is gone of politicking, you know, where there's no more elections, I mean, everyone comes together to build a country. You know, that one of the things, you know, I wish for Liberian politicians to understand, you know, to play a part. You know, I'm open to that. You know, I'm always inviting them. You know, but again, they have to think about it. This is their country. Yeah,
you're a very patient man, Mr. President. No, you're very patient.
Patience is a virtue. You know, I've learned that. Yeah. You know, patience is a virtue, and I learned that. So, I doing everything. You know, when I'm called to serve, I serve. When it's not my time, you know, I wait. You know, but I keep on trying because this is the way to go. You know, everything that we learn, you know, it was, you have to repeat it, you know, it's repetition, you know, so even in the game that I play, every day I go to practice, they bring different formation, I have to adapt, you know, so that I'm prepared to adapt, and the country have a future, you know, and I think all Liberians have to know that we have a future. Liberia is moving forward. You know, we should not bring it back, no matter what happened. If 12 years, things were not perfect, you know, we have to continue on the path where they were, so we can continue to bring it to where we want to leave it. Maybe the next person come, you know, you will take it to another height.
Absolutely. You say, keep on trying. It reminds me of the song by Zach and Jiba. Yeah. Keep on trying.
One day.
One day.
Want to be better.
Yes, yes. Love that song. Yeah. Mr. President, I want to take a break and come back and talk about what's the greatest lesson you learned on the football field that you're now applying in your job. And you know, a lot of people don't even know that you are the only African to have ever won the Ballon d'Or. People don't know that. You know, people forget. I want to talk about it. What was it like? And then, of course, when former Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger, they say he discovered you, or you give him full credit. Let's talk about that as well. Hold the thought. Mr. President will come and talk about that. We're going to take a break. My goodness, Jeff Koinange live on the road in Monrovia, the capital of Africa's oldest republic, Liberia, talking to the 25th president of this republic, George Weah. What a man, folks. By the way, we're the same age, just in case you were wondering. Jeff Koinange live takes a break. We'll be back in a moment.